watched you fold the laundry like every other day, but something in your quiet eyes had already gone away. You still laughed at little jokes, still wore my favorite blue, but every smile became a place I couldn't follow you to. The hardest truth to carry was watching love grow tired. I watched you fall out of love, one heartbeat at a time. I was writing forever, you were erasing every line. I watched you fall out of love without a tear to cry. Sometimes the deepest endings never ask us why. I still make your side of the bed before I leave each day, like hope is just another habit that never fades away. The mirror sees me smiling, the night knows that's a lie. Some wounds keep getting older, but never really dry. I kept hearing we inside your silent goodbye. I watched you fall out of love while mine stayed the same. I kept calling your heart, you stopped answering my name. I watched you fall out of love like daylight leaving the sea. Tide kept pulling you away while you were still with me. If love had one last chance, I'd give you all of mine. Sometimes forever ends without crossing a line. The quietest heartbreak is still heartbreak. I watch you fall out of love, now the moon remembers us. Every wave still whispers the two we used to trust. I watch you fall out of love, but I'll never regret. Loving you completely is the one thing I won't forget. I watch you fall out of love, now the moon remembers us. Every wave still whispers the two we used to trust. I watch you fall out of love, but I'll never regret. Loving you completely is the one thing I won't forget. hummed it in the dark, but but every note felt different, like it came from somewhere far.
Your fingers traced my heartbeat out of memory, not desire. I kept warming up the ashes, thinking they were fire.
Some flames don't disappear, they slowly lose their light. I love the version of you that stayed inside my soul,
while the one beside me was learning to let go.
I love the version of you who looked at me that way,
the one who promised forever
before forever changed. I still hear your laughter every time it rains. Funny how the sweetest things can carry so much pain.
The mirror shows tomorrow, but my heart lives yesterday,
waiting for a miracle
that never found its way.
I was loving memories,
you were making distance.
I love the version of you
who never gave up first.
I kept chasing that feeling,
Even when it hurt,
I love the version of you
that held my shaking hands. Now I'm left holding shadows, trying to understand.
Did I lose you, or did you slowly disappear?
Maybe we both stayed too long after love had gone.
Sometimes memories
Love us longer than people do.
I love the version of you that still believed in us.
Now every lonely midnight reminds me who she was.
I love the version of you,
And maybe I always will,
because some hearts stop beating together,
but never stop feeling.
You still reached across the table to pass my cup of tea, but somewhere in that simple touch you stopped reaching me.
We still watch the sunset from our old front porch, but your eyes were chasing some distant shore.
Sometimes people stay while love quietly leaves. You stayed, but love didn't.
The house was full,
Our hearts weren't in it.
you stayed,
But love didn't.
I kept lighting candles, you stopped seeing
kept turning like nothing was wrong. But every passing season made your silence strong. I still wore the sweater you always loved on me. Funny how memories fit when love doesn't.
I was holding yesterday. You were already gone. You stayed,
but love didn't.
I was still saying us.
You had stopped listening.
You stayed,
but love didn't.
the hardest thing to see
Was losing you
without you leaving me.
Did you ever fight to stay in love?
I tried
But some hearts grow quiet
without meaning to, and silence can be louder than goodbye.
Oh,
You stayed,
but love didn't.
now every midnight
Feels unfinished.
you stayed.
You stayed, but love didn't.
I'll always remember
The way you held my hand
before you let go of my heart.
Ooh. You never raised your voice, you never slammed the door. You simply loved me less than before. The way you said my name became so light somehow, like it belonged to someone else now. The silence between us
Learned how to speak. I heard goodbye in your silence.
long before you walked away.
Every quiet moment
Stole a piece of yesterday.
I heard goodbye in your silence.
Though your lips still smiled at me,
The loudest kind of heartbreak
is the one nobody sees. I kept fixing little things around our little home,
trying to repair a love
already gone.
gone.
The photographs kept smiling like nothing ever changed.
But every frame reminded me
We'd never be the same. You were saying nothing,
you're telling me everything.
I heard goodbye
In your silence
while calling out your heart.
I was holding all the pieces
As we fell apart,
I heard goodbye in your silence.
like waves fading from the shore.
Sometimes forever ends
Without a closing door.
loving me.
No, it happened slowly,
like daylight leaving the sea.
Some endings arrive
without making a sound.
I heard goodbye
in your silence.
Now the night repeats your name.
Every lonely heartbeat
still burns with the same flame.
I heard goodbye in your silence,
though the words were never said.
Some loves keep living
long after they've left. Dance around the kitchen to our favorite old love song. You rested on my shoulder like nothing could go wrong. I never knew that moment would be the one I'd keep. The last time your heart still belonged with me.
If I had known forever was ending that night,
I would have held you longer.
I would have closed my eyes,
try to stop the hands of time
before goodbye arrived.
I didn't know
it was our last dance.
I would have loved you harder
if I'd had one more chance.
Now the record keeps on turning, but I don't hear the sound. Every melody reminds me of what I never found.
The moon still lights the window where we used to stand.
Now only lonely shadows
reach for my hand.
The saddest memories are the happy ones. I would have held you longer
if I'd known you'd leave.
I would have memorized
every breath you'd breathe. I didn't know it was our last dance.
Sometimes forever ends
without another chance.
If I could relive one night, it would be that one.
Because the last goodbye never feels like the last until it's gone.
Some moments become forever
only after they end. We can't let go. I didn't know it was our last dance.
But if love begins again,
I'll still ask you to dance.
used to chase the sunrise, barefoot on the sand. Now we're just two shadows, afraid to touch our hands. You still know my favorite stories, you still finish every line. But somewhere in the middle, your heart stopped holding mine. Love didn't leave all at once. You forgot the way back home. You forgot the way we loved, while I remembered every kiss. I kept holding yesterday. You stopped believing this. You forgot the way we loved, like a song without a tune. I was waiting for the sunrise. You were saying goodbye to the moon. Your sweater still smells like you, though the scent is growing weak, just enough to break my heart every single week. The old guitar is resting beside our bedroom chair. I play the songs we wrote together, but you're no longer there. I kept watering forever. You stopped planting hope. You forgot the way we loved. Before the final goodbye, I kept reading all the stars. You stopped looking at the sky. You forgot the way we loved, without anger or blame. Sometimes hearts grow quiet before they change. Was there one last moment? You still believed in us, maybe, but forever slipped away before I noticed. Some promises fade like the evening tide. You forgot the way we loved, but I remember every word, every laugh, every dream, every I love you I heard. You forgot the way we loved. Still I hope you're smiling somewhere, because even if you forgot us, I'll always remember. You still knew my favorite place down by the old seaside. But every walk we used to take felt quieter inside. You smiled when I was talking, your eyes looked far away, like your heart had packed its bag. Before that rainy day, I was still trying to find us. You had stopped looking, you stopped looking. kept reaching for your hand, like I always used to. You stopped looking for me, though I never moved away. The saddest kind of distance lives in hearts that cannot stay. Your favorite song was playing, but neither of us sang. Funny how forever can end without a band. The ocean kept on dancing beneath the silver moon. Only our love stopped moving too soon. I was saving every heartbeat. You were counting down the night. You stopped looking for me before you closed the door. I kept calling out your name, like the waves call to the shore. You stopped looking for me without a word to say. If you searched your heart tonight, would you still find me? I'd find the memories, but not the feeling. Sometimes memories stay after love is gone. You stopped looking for me, but I still search for you in every falling sunset, every morning dew. You stopped looking for me, yet my heart still believes, because the deepest kind of love never truly leaves. We danced around the kitchen to our favorite old love song. You rested on my shoulder like nothing could go wrong.
I never knew that moment would be the one I'd keep.
The last time your heart still belonged with me. If I had known forever was ending that night, I would've held you longer.
I would've closed my eyes,
Tried to stop the hands of time
before goodbye arrived.
I didn't know it was our last dance.
I would've loved you harder
If I'd had one more chance. Now the record keeps on turning, but I don't hear the sound. Every melody reminds me of what I never found.
The moon still lights the window where we used to stand.
Now only lonely shadows
Reach for my hand.
the saddest memories
All the happy ones.
I would've held you longer.
If I'd known you'd leave,
I would've memorized
every breath you breathe.
I didn't know it was our last dance.
Sometimes forever ends
Without another chance. If I could relive one night, it would be that one.
Because the last goodbye never feels like the last until it's gone.
Some moments become forever
Only after they end.
I would've held you longer. Now that's all I know. Love leaves behind
The moments we can't let go.
I didn't know it was our last dance.
But if love begins again, I'll still ask you to dance.
You still sit at the table even when you're not around. I talk like you can hear me when no one's making sound. The house remembers laughter that doesn't live here now, but I still act like somehow you're still around. Maybe I never let you go,
Only the moment did. I still talk to the version
like it still makes sense. Funny how routine can hurt when love becomes past tense. The mirror doesn't argue, it just watches me, holding conversations with what used to be. You were already gone
before I noticed. I still talk to the version of you
that smiles inside my mind.
The real you stopped answering
a long, long time.
I still talk to the version of you
because letting go is hard.
Some memories refuse to leave,
even when hearts depart. If I stopped remembering,
would you disappear? I'm only alive because you still keep me here.
and love becomes a ghost
when no one says goodbye.
I still talk to the version of you, and maybe I always will,
because some loves don't end,
they just stand still.
I still talk to the version of you
that never really died.
Inside the quiet places where I still hide.
We stood beneath the streetlight where we first said to stay. You looked at the horizon, I looked at your face. The wind knew something changed before I ever could. It carried all the words we never understood.
We were walking side by side
toward different tomorrows. We were holding on
to different dreams.
You were letting go,
I was holding on to
we were holding on
to different dreams.
the same moon above us,
but different skies to see.
I still remember dancing barefoot in the rain. You said we'd never lose
What we couldn't explain.
Now the echoes fill the silence where your laughter used to live. Funny how the heart
Keeps more than it can forgive.
I kept building forever. You were quietly packing goodbye. We were holding on
To different dreams.
I was chasing memories.
You were chasing peace.
We were holding on were holding on
to different dreams,
but I'll always treasure
what we used to be.
we were holding on
To different dreams,
and though you found another road,
you'll always be my sweetest memory.
You came home every evening, right on time like always. But something in your embrace had quietly changed. You still asked if I was okay, still kissed my tired face. But love had left a silence nothing could replace. I was still your habit, no longer your home.
You stopped missing me
Before you said goodbye,
I was still your sunrise.
you were chasing another sky.
You stopped missing me,
Though I never left your side,
the loneliest place on earth
was lying by your side. The clock kept counting moments we never got to share. We filled the room with breathing, but nothing else was there. I kept your favorite blanket folded by the bed, hoping warmth could reach the words we never said. I kept loving tomorrow,
You stopped believing today.
you stopped missing me while I was still holding on.
Trying to say forever,
After forever was gone,
you stopped missing me
without meaning to.
Sometimes hearts just wander, even when they're true.
I wish you told me when I became a memory.
I never meant to hurt you, I just couldn't stay the same.
Sometimes love doesn't end, it slowly lets go.
You stopped missing me,
But I still miss us both,
the way we laughed for hours.
the dreams we used to hold.
You stopped missing me,
Still I whisper your name,
because the deepest kind of love never asks for blame.
You still came home every You still lay beside my heart, but every little conversation felt like another part. Your eyes were out there somewhere, beyond these bedroom walls. I was losing you in silence before the final fall. Your body found its way back home, your heart never did.
You stopped coming home to me
long before you left.
I was holding every memory
You quietly forget,
you stopped coming home to me.
though you never closed the door.
I kept waiting every night
For someone who wasn't there anymore. Your favorite cup is on the shelf, right where you left it last. Sometimes I pour 2 cups of coffee just to visit the past. The records keep on spinning,
our old familiar sound.
but every chorus breaks a little when you're not around. I was loving who you were,
You were missing who we were. You stopped coming home to me.
one quiet night at a time.
I kept chasing every sunrise.
You were leaving every sunrise behind,
You stopped coming home to me.
without saying a thing.
Sometimes silence becomes
The loudest ending. I never feared being alone.
only feeling alone beside you.
Sometimes that's the moment
Love begins to fade,
the longest goodbye
is the one without a word. You stopped coming home to me.
though your picture still remains.
Now every midnight whispers
The echo of your name,
you stopped coming home to me.
but mine still waits for you.
Because some hearts never learn
How to stop
being true.
You still asked about my day, like nothing had changed. But every answer that I gave never reached your face.
We were sitting close together, with 1,000 miles between.
Love wasn't leaving loudly.
It was learning how to hide.
Your silence learned my name.
Long before goodbye,
It answered every question
with another sleepless night.
Your silence learned my name.
While your love forgot my heart,
We were still together
as we fell apart.
I watched the sunrise find us without a word to say. Another morning borrowed before you slipped away. The flowers on the table
Still reach toward the light.
Funny how they kept believing when we gave up the fight. I kept hearing forever inside a fading echo. Your silence learned my name.
Before your footsteps did,
I was still protecting
everything we lived.
your silence learned my name.
Though your lips still smile,
Sometimes love grows older.
like an abandoned child.
I thought love could survive,
If one heart never stopped
but love needs two voices.
to finish one song,
One heart can remember.
but it can't sing along.
Your silence learned my name.
Now it calls me every night,
Through the empty spaces,
where we lost the light.
your silence learned my name.
But your heart forgot my touch.
The saddest kind of leaving.
Never leaves in a rush.
You held me like forever was never out of reach. But something in your presence started feeling out of speech. You still said all the right things, still kissed me like before. But every touch was careful, like you were closing every door.
Love didn't break in pieces, it slowly changed its shape.
You loved me like you were leaving, even when you stayed.
I could feel tomorrow
Slipping far away. You loved me like you were leaving, without a word to say.
the hardest kind of heartbreak
Is love that fades that way. loved your outline, but not the warmth you gave. Funny how a body stays while feelings start to wave. I still hear your laughter, but it sounds far from here, like a song I used to know that slowly disappears. You were already halfway gone
before you said goodbye. You love me like you were leaving
before you closed your eyes.
I kept believing in the truth behind your disguised lies.
You loved me like you were leaving, and I loved you the same.
Only I was still pretending.
You still felt my name. Did you ever love me fully?
Or was it always fading?
I did.
But love can leave before the body follows.
In silence
writes the ending. You love me like you were leaving,
and I only saw it now.
every memory feels heavier than I know how.
You love me like you were leaving, still I hold you close.
Because even fading love
Was one smile most
beautiful home.
You still sitting in the same room, same light across your face, but something in your presence lost its familiar place. You talk about your day now, like I'm not part of it, and every little silence feels like something we quit.
Love didn't leave completely,
It just changed its shape.
you became someone I used to love.
While standing next to me,
I kept holding on to us.
you let it finally be.
You became someone I used to love,
Without walking away,
just slowly disappearing
while
choosing to stay.
I still set your plate for two, out of habit, not hope. Funny how the heart still learns to tighten every rope. The mirror shows two versions, one that still believes, one that knows you're gone already, even when you breathe. I was loving who you were.
You were becoming gone. You became someone I used to love.
Before you said a word,
I kept listening for your heart,
but only
You became someone I used to love,
and I still call your name,
even though it echoes back
with no one to blame.
You became someone I used to love,
But I won't deny
that loving you once
made me feel alive. It wasn't one big moment that tore our world apart. It was all the little pieces quietly leaving our hearts. We stopped dancing in the kitchen, stopped laughing in the rain. Without even noticing, love had learned our pain.
We didn't lose each other
all at once.
We forgot how to love.
Somewhere along the way,
You stopped reaching for my heart.
I stopped knowing what to say.
We forgot how to love.
Without a fight or blame,
Just two lonely souls
calling out the same name. Your sweater still hangs by mine, like time refused to move.
but memories can't keep alive.
A love that lost its truth. I still leave the porch light on every single night,
Not because you're coming home,
just because it feels right. Forever didn't end, it slowly faded.
we forgot how to love.
Though we remembered every kiss,
Sometimes what hurts the most,
is everything you miss.
we forgot how to love.
Before goodbye was real,
Some wounds never bleed,
but never truly healed. Maybe love wasn't gone,
Maybe we stopped listening.
maybe hearts don't break,
They slowly stop singing.
and silence finishes
The song we couldn't say.
we forgot how to love, yet I'll always remember you.
Not for how we ended,
But for everything we made it through,
we forgot how to love.
still I'll whisper your name,
Because the truest kind of love
never completely fades. You still wore my favorite smile when friends were all around. But when the night came home with us, love made no sound. Your fingers found my hand, only out of old routine. We looked just like forever, but not what it had been. I watched your heart grow smaller inside our little world.
You love me less each day,
while I loved you more.
I kept standing in the rain
outside a closing door.
You love me less each day,
till your heart slipped free.
the saddest part of losing you
Was losing you slowly. I still know your morning coffee, 2 sugars and some cream. Funny how I remember everything except when we lost our dream. The hallway holds your perfume, the curtains know your face. Only I don't know how to fill your place. You stopped making memories.
I kept living in the old ones. You love me less each day,
Without saying goodbye,
I search for hope inside your tired eyes. You love me less each day,
though we shared one home.
sometimes 2 hearts can still feel alone.
If I'd noticed sooner,
Could I have saved us?
some tides keep leaving.
No matter how tightly you hold them,
Love fades quietly before it disappears.
you love me less each day.
But I never loved you less.
Now every lonely midnight,
Feels like one long breath.
you love me less each day,
Still I don't regret,
because the way I loved you
it's something I'll never forget. Oh, you never packed a suitcase, you never said goodbye. You simply became quieter with every passing night. The way you looked right through me was harder than the truth. I kept searching for the woman I once knew.
Love wasn't stolen, it slowly disappeared. You didn't leave, you faded
like colors in the rain.
I kept calling out your heart, but nothing stayed the same. You didn't leave, you faded.
One sunset at a time.
I was still writing forever. You were erasing every line.
Your side of the bed is empty, even when you're there.
The distance in your silence
Fills the midnight air. I still hear your laughter inside an old love song.
Funny how a memory can keep somebody warm.
I was holding every promise.
You were letting go of hope. You didn't leave, you faded.
Without breaking the chain.
Sometimes love disappears without leaving blame. You didn't leave, you faded.
Till I stood there alone,
Trying to keep alive a love already gone.
Tell me
Did you notice
the moment.
we were over?
No,
It felt like watching daylight disappear into evening.
some endings arrive like the tide.
You didn't leave, you faded.
But your memory remains.
Like moonlight on the ocean after the pouring rain. You didn't leave, you faded.
Still I whisper your name.
Because the deepest kind of love never fades the same.
It wasn't one cold morning or one last painful fight. It happened in the little things that disappeared each night. You stopped reaching for my hand when we crossed the street, and somehow even your heartbeat no longer matched with me. Forever didn't shatter,
It quietly unraveled. I didn't lose you in one day. I lost you little by little. One silent tear, one empty pillow. I didn't lose you in one day. Love just slipped away while I kept believing tomorrow would make you stay.
we still share the same old sofa, still watch the evening news. But every conversation ended far too soon. I memorized your smile before it disappeared. Funny how the sweetest memories become the hardest years. You were already leaving
While I was still making plans.
I didn't lose you in one day. The tide was slow and deep.
I was chasing sunrise, you were chasing sleep. I didn't lose you in one day.
There was no final scene,
Just two hearts growing quieter than they'd ever been.
if I noticed still kissed my sleepy face. But something in your gentle touch had lost its old embrace.
You laughed at all the same old jokes we'd laughed at for years, but happiness was learning how to disappear.
I thought we were growing older,
not growing apart.
I kept waiting for the old you,
The one who held me close,
the one who looked into my eyes
like I was home.
I kept waiting for the old you,
Though I knew somehow
the woman that I fell in love with
was only a memory now.
I still hear your laughter inside these empty rooms. It echoes through the silence
Like forgotten perfume,
the calendar keeps turning,
but my heart stands still.
some promises survive
Even when people don't,
you were learning how to leave.
I was learning how to miss you.
I kept waiting for the old you,
While time moved us apart,
you were finding peace somewhere.
I was losing heart,
I kept waiting for the old you.
till hope became goodbye.
Sometimes the hardest question
Never asks us why.
if love could start again,
Would you still choose me? I choose the memories,
because they never changed.
maybe that's why.
They hurt so much.
I kept waiting for the old you,
Even after you were gone,
because love remembers people
longer than they remember us.
I kept waiting for the old you.
Now the moon knows why.
Some hearts keep hoping long after goodbye.
Everyone could see it long before I did. The way your eyes grew quieter every time we kissed. You still wore your wedding ring, still whispered goodnight, but forever was already fading with the light. I believed in us,
Even after you stopped,
I was the last person to notice.
your heart had walked away.
I kept making plans for another yesterday.
I was the last person to
learn to notice.
Now I finally know
The saddest kind of leaving
is the one that happened slow. I was the last person to notice,
but I'll carry you somehow.
because loving you was easy.
Learning not to is hard now. The coffee's getting colder, just like the space between. We're sitting in the same room, living different dreams.
You still say good morning, like every other day.
But the warmth inside your voice has quietly slipped away. I was holding on to forever. You were learning how to leave.
I kept loving you
After love was gone,
still singing our forever
in a one-heart song.
I kept loving you.
When you stop believing too,
Sometimes love survives
and only one of two. Your sweater's in the closet, your picture by the bed. Everything still says you're here, except the words you never said. I replay every promise like an old cassette. Some memories grow older, but they never forget. You had already crossed the ocean, I was still standing on the shore.
I kept loving you
After your heart moved on, holding every broken piece,
till the night was gone. I kept loving you.
though you couldn't love me back.
Some roads keep leading home,
Even with no turning back. Was there one last moment?
you still chose us,
I wanted to,
but my heart had already whispered goodbye.
not every ending.
Need someone to blame. I kept loving you.
After love was gone,
Now every lonely moon
knows where I belong.
I kept loving you,
Maybe I always will.
because the deepest kind of love
Doesn't disappear, it simply learns to live with the ache. The hallway still remembers the sound of your bare feet. Every corner of this old house still feels your heartbeat.
The window waits each evening for the light you used to bring.
Now the sunset paints the silence across everything.
This house still feels like home.
Only I'm the one who's missing. The house still knows your name, even if you don't.
Every wall still whispers
Promises we wrote.
the house still knows your name.
Every floorboard, every door.
Only love moved out when you walked out of my soul.
Your favorite cup is waiting
Exactly where it stayed.
Funny how the smallest things
Refuse to fade.
I still hear your laughter
When the rain begins to fall,
like your memory still lives inside these walls.
I never packed away your love, only your clothes. The house still knows your name.
Though the nights are cold,
It keeps every secret our hearts never told. The house still knows your name.
while mine calls out for you.
Sometimes empty rooms love harder than people do.
I still unlock the front door, like you're coming home tonight.
Some hearts keep waiting even after they know.
Hope is the last thing
To leave a broken